Salutations, my common folk. So, our current mission objective would be... it's been a while, so I'm like trying to remember. I think I gotta go over to a different point. Well, actually, no. Now I actually don't know because they don't have a marker. Oh.
What does it mean to pray?
Alright, Vivian's questioning religion. Nice little start off point.
I've encountered many communion followers and believers recently. But it seems like praying has a different meaning for everyone. According to my data, praying means to hope or to wish for something. But I don't think that covers it all. There seems to be something missing. I want to hear your opinion. What does praying mean to you?
I'm laughing because you hear that it's begging for something part, which a lot of people tend to do. This is my best answer for you, Chief. It's opening up your heart and airing out the dirty laundry.
Opening up your heart? That's prayer?
That too. It was like, I don't know exactly how to put it, so I'm gonna just leave it. But yeah.
I don't really understand it fully, but...
It's like, okay, so now that I had proper time to at least think about it somewhat, this is the way I wanted to put it, right? Because usually I stop myself mainly because it's gonna sound like a bunch of jargon, because I make no remote sense unless I think it out a little bit every now and then. Essentially, opening up your heart is like, oh hey, I know I've been wrong, I know I've been in a dark place, but please, just this once, please, for me, can you pull through? Something like that. I don't know, dude. You see what I mean though, where it's like, oh, let me think about it.
As Karen said, the heart is capable of limitless miracles. But if you can open up your heart to someone, it seems like such a waste to keep it to yourself. I will pray to open my heart so much that I could let others borrow it.
And now I have to teach her the reason, well, not the reason. Like, Vivian, that is such an innocent assumption. Now I gotta teach you about human greed and how if you do that, they are going to keep taking and taking. So, tone it down a bit.
First, I'll pray for your good health.
Why, thank you. Now the question is, where do I go? Dear God, I'm all over the place. I'm just trying to find... Stop with the people just randomly... I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it. I like our conversations, but Jesus, dude, I'm trying to figure out where to go, not have another conversation like 2 seconds later.
Karen and Maya are sisters?
Figured.
Yes, well, it's complicated. We're not related by blood or anything.
And I was wondering, is Karen really the Divine Maiden? I thought the maiden's name was Mireille.
Oh, she's the maiden, all right. Mireille died in an accident, and Karen, her twin, took her place. That's top secret, though, so make sure you don't ever tell anyone.
Why are you just casually spilling it out? We're not even in a room. I see the background drop. We're in, like, just a random lobby area.
You're right. It all sounds very complicated. But you two do seem very close.
We've always been close, but I think we've grown even closer since she became maiden. She was going through a lot to get used to being maiden, and I had just lost someone close to me too.
So something good came of the difficulties you had to endure.
Yes, I suppose it did.
Indeed it did. Now, for the love of God, Guardians HQ, and Headmaster Nav, please tell me. Conference room. Well, no pity for the elderly. Alright, well, he's just talking about... Okay, dude. Okay, Master Roshi. Way to screw me over and not give me anything helpful. I don't care about that. Get out of here. It's not something I wish to learn at the current moment. Alright, well, the only thing I can do is check the mission counters and see if anything's relevant. Alright, nothing relevant here. So back to the... Please don't. I was about to say, because then I realized, oh, wait a minute. To new days. Gold. There's Vivian. What's she doing all by herself?
Oh, excuse me. I was just thinking. It's just, I don't know how I should be spending my free time. Normally, I perform weapons and system checks, or organize data I've collected, but sometimes I just have nothing to do. Maybe I should take up a hobby, but I don't even know where to start. What do you think I should do?
Honestly, reading. Reading's a fun pastime. And you can't really do sports because you're an android, so, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, cast, but, you know, you have more enjoyment reading from a personal experience.
When presented with text data, I can read it instantly.
I guess you better find a pretty big book then.
If I take my time, will I be able to pick up a character's motivations? Is that where emotions come from?
I think I don't. It took me a second to process what she was saying because I was still on the book joke.
I want to experience that.
She wants to experience the emotions that characters in books go through.
I should try asking another cast. Excuse me.
And essentially all it boils down to is she's saying if she reads it slowly instead of instantly analyzing the text and going, shh, data stored. If she just goes, the cat went over to the farmer's yard, you know, regular reading speed and not insta speed. So I'm assuming it's just free time then. Where we can just chill and do whatever, sort of. Conference room. Because you think they would say something in the conference room. Oh, yeah, cool. Way to be helpful, Lou. Yeah, so it's literally just free time. I guess.
It must be nice to be a baby. Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking how nice it would be to have been born a baby. What is it like to be a baby growing up in a world you know nothing about, where everything is new? How very curious.
Just wait until you figure out what the world is about. Oh boy. Well, when reality hits you hard.
Casts have an intellect chip for basic operations, programmed so we can lead normal lives. So we don't really get the feeling of experiencing everything for the first time. We're also equipped with a certain level of self-preservation ability when we encounter something dangerous.
What you do there, Vivian? You guys upload yourself to the cloud? Is that what you mean?
But people aren't born with the ability to protect themselves. That's why many casts say people are incomplete life forms. But I think that when people are born, their hearts develop precisely because they are incomplete and vulnerable. Though they are surrounded by danger, they learn that there are people who will protect them. Of course, I'm not really qualified to analyze people like this. But I started thinking about this when I realized that you would protect me.
No matter what, Vivian. Now, for the love of God, I need to go do a mission or something. You know, there's a lot more conversations than I remember. Okay, so these are new. Normal free mission. Yes, it's just a level 25. I can't do that. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do the level 25, right? And then hopefully... Oh, dear God, Oh, can I do it by myself, actually? Is this capable? Because I can't exactly turn back around, can I? Or can... Ooh, I can. This place looks nice, though. So I need to pick up a party member. Yeah, abort mission real quick. Oh my gosh, dude. Another conversation?
Hey, great timing.
Well, what am I doing?
Hide me.
Yeah, I get... Okay, yeah, I figured.
We lose her? You there. Did a Newman woman pass through here? That way. Thanks.
I wish my guy would at least give off a grunt or
Thanks.
something to them.
You saved. Harutsu has been really strict lately, and it's pretty suffocating. So I came out here to get some air.
It's like, it's like, have you seen her? All right. Yeah. You know, they already added like the voice lines in the game for when I get hit. So you're like, you know, might as well. I'm just saying.
This takes me back to my days of being a guardian. I really felt like myself back then. If I could return, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Heading off with Ethan and Hyuga. I guess we can't change the way some things turn out, though. Can we? Well, I'd better get back. If I go too far, there could be trouble. See you later.
Now, don't get me wrong, right? You know, for that one instance, I was slightly tilted, but that was only because I just wanted to go back and hurry up and grab Vivian, so we at least keep our levels close together. But then immediately they go, "Oh, you're here! Hide me! What is going on?" Hey, dude, I'm just sort of here. Vivian and Lion. How many people can I? Oh, I was about to say, like, how many people can I have in my party? I got curious. It's up to 4, counting me. Alright. So we'll do the normal one. I'm 2 levels away from getting my beast chip. And it'll be fun to have that. Defeat the Kagaji body. What direction? Okay. It's nice. Yeah, you say, you know, this whole place looks amazing. So long as you don't look into the distance. You quickly realize the world is not exactly as it appears to be. In hindsight, I probably should have went back to at least look at it and see what exactly they had me doing. I should do that while I'm doing this, actually. So you're gonna see me running the walls every now and then while I mute my stuff. I'm gonna be muting the video itself so I can actually look at it. I need one more key. Set volume down. Where do I need to go? Over here, okay. And then I need to go. How you doing, boys? Can Vivian and the rest of the gals handle it? I think they can. They got it. Oh my gosh, teamwork makes the dream work, girls. You're amazing. Oh, I turn around and they're just sitting there waiting. Man, you guys got it. Vivian, if you don't start swinging. I'm trying to review and see exactly where I went wrong. Or at least where I needed to be. My whole game plan is just to skip to the last few minutes of the video. Just to see. Because thank God, right, that I don't gotta worry about any pesky YouTube ads. Yeah, I'm too obscure for that. So I can go straight to the source. No delay. I gotta go across here. Trouble, engaging. Have a message from the headmaster now. The mission. Okay, go back a little bit more. Because I'm trying to go to the scene with Headmaster Nav, since Mr. Roshi Ripoff over here keeps on. Oh, what? They don't understand these days. Back in my day, I could just keep bothering them and they. And eventually they'll say yes. Said through sheer determination, I've won. Is there another key that's in front of heavens? Nope. Can you guys take care of that? Look, I messed the part. Exactly, but there's no blah, blah. Okay, so I think it's just free mission time. That's all it is. Ooh, and I'm almost level 19. One more, and then I can unlock my true form. And by God, will it be fun. That was the main takeaway I got from this game when I was a kid. I just like transforming into things. And yes, I even like the old Sonic game where he transformed into like a werebeast or whatever, were hedgehog, I think. That one was fun. Only because, you know, I like the whole transformation aspect of things. But whenever it comes to like regular characters and stuff, where they go, oh hey, I don't like this power, I'm cursed with it. Like, dude, if you don't want it, there's so many other people that will gladly take that power. But then they go, oh no, but he'll use it for evil. You don't want the power anyway. Might as well hand it over to him. Let's see. Ooh. I mean, usually they say something. I went back. No, because I went back to go grab the key. Yes. You know what'd be great if I had a... Alright. So I need to go to that door. You almost got me. Almost, buddy. But not today. You see, when it comes to being able to read my local topography, I'm quite the... what's the fancy word? Cartographer. There we go. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm smart, but it takes time for me to find the file that I need to talk about. Where it's like, ooh, what word are you gonna say? It beats me. I don't know where it's at. It's like that one thing with SpongeBob where his whole brain is on fire because he's doing something he's never done before, and they're looking for the words for it or something like that. Oh, okay. I thought that ended. This place seamlessly blends into itself. So, more or less, you know. Oh, she has a little crossbow thing. That's cool. I mean, I'm never gonna use that as a weapon, but that's cool to see that they have. I thought it was just like the base regular. Oh, well then. Well, besides that hiccup of me changing weapons. Can I switch? Time to bring out the heavy duty. Delightful. But as I was saying before, though, with the whole like that's the main takeaway with the beast transformations, and then people. The only reason I'm like repeating the whole thing is I'm trying to figure out where I left off at. And now that I ran my mouth long enough, I know exactly where I left off at. Whenever somebody says, "Oh, I don't want the power," and dude, that tilts me so much. I don't know why. Or whenever you get a story where the person's just blatantly accepting like, oh, I gotta lie low, so, you know, I'll let them treat me like human waste until then. Like, dude, you have all this power. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I get it. There's an aspect of like, oh, hide your abilities because you don't want to attract trouble. But when you got people constantly like in your face starting issues and you're not doing anything about it, talking about, so I'm too strong to be bothered with you. I have humility. Yeah, well, I don't. And I want to see you deck them in the face right about now because the amount of abuse you're ooh! Like, for example, now that I'm thinking about this, right? Like, so there's regular manga and then there's Korean manga, which is manhwa. And it's M-A-N-W... Yeah, M-A manhwa. W-H-A? Or, no, okay, this story. Of course you got stuff on there, Maya. Hanmako, there you are! Yeah, and we're just gonna pretend that you weren't running into the I ran past it again. God, I'm more stupid than you! It's right here. But in a lot of Korean manhwas or whatever, it's like, oh hey, a lot of situations where they have powers and stuff, and they go, oh, I'm just gonna hide it, and it's like, oh, bear with it for now. And stuff like that, right? They've gotten, at least the manhwas I found, it's gotten better in terms of, I end up finding ones where they usually only take it for like a couple chapters, Where it's like, oh, I'm better than you. You can't do anything. And then like a chapter later, they're making them eat their own words. Just like, what? But I know like Japanese manga is like real bad with it. Like you have the characteristic insert MCs where it's like somebody can project themselves onto them. He's like, oh my gosh, he's basically me. You know, stuff like that, right? And like that's all fine and dandy to a point, but what gets me is when they just let the villain do whatever they want, and then they go, oh no, like, oh wow, I blocked him. One manga, yeah, so back to the manga, right? But one manga I read in particular that sort of tilted me is the main character and his party almost died because it's like the I was banished from the hero's party. I usually like get backs like those, right? But they almost died, and essentially all he did was, oh well, if you're all, they were in the process of basically dying, right? Let me slow my words down and think. They were in the process of dying. The main hero, like the protagonist, was in the process of dying, right? And then protagonist's former party that was trying to kill them, and he put them down, but then they had trouble because monsters showed up, right? And the protagonist says, no, we'll all get out of here together and the law will judge them. Like, nobody's gonna judge you for leaving them in a dungeon, dude. Just leave them. Let me stop talking about that, because it's like I'm trying to collect my thoughts on that, and I'm trying to reduce a little bit of my rambling. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to ramble every now and then, but I imagine you folks only tolerate it to a degree. So, you know, pretty far out there. That, and then, you know, one can only tolerate a ramble that's actually like clear spoken, not no. Oh, and then and like stuttering left and right. But that's only because when I'm thinking about one thing, it's like I'm multitasking in my own head. Where it's like I'm fighting here, I'm talking about whatever random topic that pops up in my head, and then on top of that, my brain's thinking about something else. So it's basically three things at once. And I have max escape dolls, I do. Like stuff like that, like where it's just like I have max escape dolls. It's like, oh yeah, my escape dolls are maxed out, and that's like, even though it flashes in my mind for a second, the problem is it flashes in my mind for a second, so I take note of it. He said he's living a swell life. I'm almost there. It's gonna be beautiful. I just realized I'm halfway for that. So just a little bit more, and then I can reach my full potential. Block 4 is the final block, yes? No? I thought, well, it's a final door anyway, so it should be. I don't see any other, let me see. Yeah, it's just that, okay. No, that, I keep forgetting I need to back out all the way on that. Yak Maga, that's, are you a Photon art? The Dream Team can handle it, or they're just gonna ignore it and... Okay, guys. I wish there was a way I could tell them to just go fight them themselves. I'm like, hey, just leave me here, go find the enemy. Like, I guess it really wouldn't feel like a party thing, but at the same time, it would be nice if, you know, the enemy that was like 5 feet in front of us would be swiftly taken care of. As opposed to me sitting there trying to sort something out, having to back out, messing up on this because I keep thinking, oh, I can attack, and then, what's wrong? Why can't I hit? Only to realize, oh yeah, my inventory. Isekan. Like, look, you still fighting that? Come on now. I'm trying to organize my inventory. I really need to get rid of some of this. This is... So, I'm a mix in between when it comes to inventory management. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm fine with it lying everywhere, and you know, looking like a mess. So long as there's no repeats. If I find repeats, it tilts me to some degree. That's all I can say for that. Where is... So would I have to learn... Okay, well, if I already learned this, get this out of here. Then I can pick this up. Thank you. And then I'm assuming yak means... Oh no, crossbow. Okay. I thought yak was gonna go well with my, you know, my roasted rare. Something protein related, you know? Alright, so this empty room here. Don't worry. You got the A-team on the job. Now I can actually focus and, you know, clear the area. Quarter more. And then hopefully this should be the last door. I'm assuming it has to be at this point. It's going like a little mini gauntlet thing where it's like, oh hey, you gotta fight these guys before you get to do anything fancy. So do I have to fight? Oh, Kagaji body. Well, what do you know? How about that? This was one. Die! There's nothing you can do. Except walk around. Alright. Really, dude? It's right there. Kagaji body defeated.
Hey, not bad. Not bad at all.
At least a little bit of experience? Not that. I don't want that. That's class experience. Can I? Oh my god. But no, it's one of those like in turn. Going back to secret mission.
Hello, this is Mina at headquarters. There's a special mission waiting for you. Report immediately to headquarters.
Don't worry, Mina. I'm on my way. Yes. But what was I saying? Yeah. So in terms of repeats, right? I have a mental limit where it's like I would say rules of 3. Only if I got the space for it. If I don't got the space for it, rules of 2. And if I really don't got the space for it, just 1, and I'm hyperly aware of where it's at all times, because usually, you know, that 1 you have is the main weapon you use, and like, I'm not losing this. But when I have stuff like this, where it's just ototore, really. Ototore. Say that 5 times fast. Jesus, dude. Like when I have, so I'm gonna get rid of, and they're all the same too. Like there's no variation on top of that. And you're getting out of, like some of them they have like different statuses. Like this one's like a gravity status. I remember purple was like gravity something. If my memory serves me right. Let's hurry up and get briefed. Guardians Brent. No, I need to go back to Guardians headquarters. Get briefed on that. So you know it's funny. You only get that cutscene 3 times. I'm assuming only 3 because you get the Param cutscene, New Days, and Motu. And that's when you're like taking off and going to a new planet, and then afterwards they say, all right, well, that's all the hardware can handle, so you know, good luck. They won't know the difference. Guardians HQ.
I have been expecting you. The president of the Guardians will be briefing you directly. I'll show you to the room where Headmaster Nav and the president are waiting.
Oh, so it's Headmaster Nav's boss. Ooh.
Good, good. You're here.
Hello, and welcome.
You just look evil. I don't remember who Dalgun is, but he looks evil.
I am Obel Dalgan, 17th President of the Guardians. The Headmaster has been telling me about your work.
How dare you ruin my plans? I'm going to murder you all. Just you wait. As soon as I figure out a way to make it look like an accident.
The headmaster?
Oh, I trained Dalgun myself, and it's thanks to me he can pass as a Guardian now.
Wait, what? I'm getting confused.
Now he's doing a splendid job as president, but when he was young, he liked to fool around.
Okay.
It was
So-
never boring.
Headmaster Nav taught, if I'm reading this right, Headmaster Nav taught him, and then he rose up through the ranks and became the president. And then he
Hey.
basically became his boss.
All right, Headmaster. Can we move on to the issue at hand?
But they're equals, see? So, you know, and Nav can't get fired by him, and he can't get fired by Nav. One of those things.
I'll continue the other discussion some other time then.
We've called together the heads of state for the Anti-Remnant Seed Conference. But Motube's representative, Mr. Regal, missed his scheduled arrival time and is nowhere to be found.
Authorities on Motube claim he has already departed, but we don't know that for sure.
This could become a diplomatic incident. We'd like you to find out what has become of Mr. Regal.
Terrorists may be involved, so don't get careless. Head to Motube and conduct an investigation. A Guardian named Tonio has been assigned to be your guide on Motube.
I
Rendezvous
know
with him
exactly who Tonio is. That's my fellow beast brother, if memory serves me right.
Understood.
I think you already understand this, but please keep this under wraps.
Alright, so let me actually... Because if I go to Motu now, it's gonna... I'll just remember for next time. Just... Hey, future me. Motu. Remember, dude. We just gotta go to Motu. Alright? So look at the last few minutes. I got you. Don't worry. Now let me save this. But as always, folks, I appreciate. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I shall catch you folks in the next one.